I'm so very tired today. Doing Peachtober and work has literally killed me off so far this month. So I'm going to have a little bit of a day off. I'm going to go for coffee with a friend, and then I think we might have a little mooch around the charity shops. I'm on the hunt for some of that chocolate boucle yarn that I had in my last video, or maybe the one before when I made my slug piece. They had a bunch of it in the charity shop, but I only picked up one ball of yarn because I wanted to make sure that there was still going to be some left if anyone else wanted any, and I didn't want to just take more than I thought I would need. But unfortunately I do need more now, and I'm really regretting leaving some behind, so I'm going to go have a look and see if that's still there. It'd be really great if it is, but it has been over a week, so I'm not feeling very optimistic about that. And then when I get back, I'm just going to do some reading and maybe start a new knitting project. I haven't knit anything in a long time, and moving forward I'm going to have to be more choosy with which Peachtober prompts I'm doing, because I'm getting kind of busy with commissions at the minute and I don't want to turn down commissions in favour of Peachtober, because obviously I need money to pay bills and live. So yeah, I'm gonna have to be a bit more choosy, so I'm gonna go through the list later today and mark off the ones I'm definitely going to do, because there's a few on there that I'm really excited for, and unfortunately I'm just not gonna have time to do as many of the prompts, which is a shame because I've been really enjoying it, but I'm really happy with everything that I've made so far, and who's to say I can't just follow the prompts throughout the rest of the year anyway, and still make pieces relevant to the list. Obviously I won't have to post them for Peachtober if I do them later, but it's still a fun way to push yourself out of your comfort zone and make things that you wouldn't normally make. So yes, I'm bones. When I go out today, I think I'm going to wear one of my strawberry pins. I haven't taken these two off this bag yet, but I'm going to take those off and keep this one. I think I might put it on my jacket. I got so much good yarn, big old bag full. I think I spent £8. I got this beautiful purple fluffy colour. I'm going to use this for one of my, I'm going to make a smaller version of the slug that I made with the thistles, and this is like a perfect thistle colour. It's also a perfect pigeon crest colour. I've also got a bunch of fluffy greens for when I do the background of the slug, like with the thistles and the leaves. Really nice. And thankfully they had loads of the brown like chocolatey boucle yarn that I went back for. I ended up just buying up the rest of it for my slug pieces. And this colour, look at how bright that is. I couldn't turn it down, it was only £1, and the colour is insane, and it's like a really thin boucle. I don't know what I'm going to use this for yet, but I just love the colour so much. Day 11 of Peachtober was Seagull. By this point I was running out of time, running out of steam, and also running out of hessian, because I had to sort of Frankenstein this scrap bit onto the frame. This is the seagull piece immediately off the frame. I knew that this was going to take a lot of work to get how I wanted it to look, particularly the letters. They took rather a long time to carve out. So I have been a little bit crappy at filming the last few weeks, just because I've been a little busy and it's all been a little bit overwhelming. I feel like I just over-committed myself to too many things, because I've been obviously working, keeping up with Peachtober when I can, preparing a piece for an exhibition, preparing to host my first ever book club, and yes, so it's just been a lot. And I was just a little bit stressed about finding the time to do all of these things and meeting deadlines and things, so filming did take a little bit of a backseat, unfortunately. So this video is kind of a collection of some random clips that I filmed over the last few weeks, just when I remembered to pick up the camera. So here I'm just making two smaller versions of the big slug that I did for a Peachtober prompt, because everyone really liked the slugs and they wanted to make some smaller, slightly more affordable pieces. watching your programs. Such an iPad kid. I've just cast on and done the first row for the Shell Tea by Wool and Beyond, which I've wanted to start for months now, but I've been way too intimidated. I was recently invited to participate in an exhibition, which was really very exciting because it's not something I've ever done before. Did have some major imposter syndrome at first and very almost declined, but after some encouragement from family and friends I decided to accept, and I'm really very happy that I did because it has pushed me out of my comfort zone. Not only am I making something that I would have not made otherwise, I'm also going to have an art piece in a public place, which is crazy. I know exactly what I wanted my piece to be about, and I'll explain the exhibition brief later on in the video, but I was really confident in my idea. I projected it on and I worked for hours on it, and at some point I just decided that I really hated it and something just felt really off about it. So I ended up scrapping that and then just hand drawing rather loosely the same design, just a little bit different, and I much preferred it. I don't know what it is, but I've been really enjoying my work so much more when I've been hand drawing it on to the frame rather than projecting it on. I don't know what that's about, but I'm enjoying that. So the exhibition is called Small Town Ghosts. Familiar Strangers concerns itself with the living more so than the dead. It's an exploration of people on our periphery, so people that we see about regularly in the same places but we never interact with them, and maybe we used to know them quite well or we don't know them at all, and all of the questions that we may have about their presence, like if they notice us as we notice them, or are they players in our life or are we just an extra in theirs. So whilst making this piece I was thinking a lot about those people that you used to be really, really close with and shared a lot of intimate moments with, and how strange it is when you're no longer part of their life for whatever reason. You no longer interact with them, but you still have to see them around town. You still see them living their life, a life that you're no longer part of. And it's really quite jarring just being a familiar stranger or a familiar ghost to this person that you've had all of these intimate moments with. You know so much about them, but you also don't at the same time. So this piece can definitely be interpreted in many different ways, and not to mansplain it to you, but the bathroom scene represents that intimacy, and then you're looking over the shoulder of this person that you used to know, and where that circle is, there'll be a mirror. Thankfully, I did finish my exhibition piece and it's currently hanging at the exhibition as we speak, but I haven't had the time to go and see it yet, but I'm going to head over there in the next couple of days, and of course I'll bring you guys along with me so we can see it together. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I wasn't originally going to post this one, I just felt like it was a little bit crappy and I didn't want to give you guys crappy videos, but I figured it's maybe better than nothing. But yes, thank you so much for sticking around, and I hope the next one will be better.